So, the other day we saw Godzilla King of the Monsters. Connor, what is the plot of Godzilla King of the Monsters?
Godzilla King of the Monsters stars Millie Bobby Brown, lady from Bates Motel, and
Don't forget,
Owen Wilson's brother.
No, that's not actually Owen Wilson's brother. I thought it was. It's just some guy who looks the same. And also Ken Watanabe.
The
Kino.
And
Japanese
basically, Bates Motel lady starts freeing all the monsters, and that includes King Ghidorah, who is a monster that's an alien from another world. And since Godzilla is like the king of the natural world, and King Ghidorah is an alpha from another world, King Ghidorah is basically an invasive species, so Godzilla fights King Ghidorah for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And he fights some other monsters. Rodan shows up. They're nuking shit and doing all sorts of shit, so
Mothra
dies. That's it. So Aidan, what do you think of Godzilla King of the Monsters?
Godzilla King of the Monsters was really good, and people who complain about it have never seen another Godzilla movie, because you look at the reviews of this movie and everyone's like, it's too many monster fights and the human parts suck. That's kind of true. The human parts, they ain't very good. Except for Ken Watanabe. He's great like he always is, and he has the part where he nukes Godzilla, and that's good. Most of the human stuff fucking blows. It's horrible. But I would argue that it's better than 99% of other Godzilla human plots. I mean, Godzilla 2014 got fantastic reviews, and that movie was 100 times more boring than this movie. Even if you ignore the monster fights, the human parts of 2014 were dreadful. It was like Bryan Cranston dies, and then you watch Kick-Ass make stupid faces while he just happens to be wherever Godzilla is, but Godzilla's never in sight for 2 hours. But most Godzilla plots, I mean, you look back, there's fucking Ferris Bueller walking around the city.
When are the fairies going to be introduced?
The human plots are always fucking terrible. I don't know how people can sit around and complain about it when it's just like par for the course. And the monster fighting in this movie is way, way good. Really good. There's lots of it. You get to see all the fucking good monsters, Rodan and Mothra and fucking King Ghidorah. There's all these just fantastic action scenes with the monsters. There's Rodan just tearing up the fighter jets, and Mothra hatching, and this and that, and it's just, whenever the humans aren't in the movie is fucking perfect. And the human stuff is boring, but more tolerable than the average Godzilla plot. Because let's be real, there's like, out of fucking 40-some, 35-ish movies, there's like 4 Godzilla movies that don't have terrible fucking plots.
Yeah.
This is a high-end Godzilla plot, honestly, because it has a villain. Which, I mean, that puts it a step above most Godzilla movies, and I loved everything about it outside of that. Especially King Ghidorah is really cool, and I mean, it's hard to talk about without just saying it's cool and you should see it, because it's just really good. Yeah, so Connor, what'd you think of Godzilla? Oh, also, I really like the part where Godzilla becomes king of the monsters at the end. Even though it's kind of cheesy, but anyway, Connor, what'd you think of King of the Monsters, Godzilla?
I thought the human plot stuff was a little boring, but overall was alright. I thought all the actors did okay and stuff. It was kind of cool, and the Godzilla fights were pretty fun. I did like how much action was in it. There was quite a bit of monster fights. The only thing I'd say is like King Ghidorah kind of just Seemed a little underpowered till the last fight. Like, Godzilla always stomped him pretty much every fight, and then King Ghidorah would, like, run away. Except for the one where he gets, like, depowered by the anti-oxygen missile, which I don't get why they didn't do again once Boston was, like...
King Ghidorah...
Oh, wait, I guess it didn't affect King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah was...
Which I don't really get why
kind of trashing Godzilla in the Arctic, too.
Oxygen.
Yeah, King Ghidorah's from space.
No,
so
King Ghidorah beat him up a little bit in the Arctic, but he had to run away.
Yeah, it was kind of a draw. Right? King Ghidorah's from space. He doesn't breathe oxygen.
Yeah, no, I remember that now. I don't know. I thought Rodan was pretty cool. Mothra was a little half-baked, but it's fucking Mothra. The Invincible always comes back. New Mothra every fucking movie, so...
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be back if they make more or she'll be back if they make more movies after King Kong vs. Godzilla.
Turning him into burning Godzilla but not killing him is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because in Destroya, he dies after that. He just goes...
Is the MonsterVerse the only other cinematic universe other than Marvel that's been halfway successful?
Yeah. Well,
Modern
the
cinematic
DC...
universe.
Half of the DC universe has been halfway successful. The other half is just garbage. But yeah, in Destroya, burning Godzilla, like the whole thread of the movie is if burning Godzilla erupts, he'll ignite the fucking atmosphere on fire and destroy the planet. And this one they're like, oh no, he's gonna explode, and then he just like shoots out an energy wave, and then they're just like, oh okay, he's back to normal, he's good. That was kind of weird, but. Yeah. I'll allow it because I like burning Godzilla. I'll let it slide.
Yeah, burning Godzilla is pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah.
So Aidan, would you recommend this movie?
Yes. Please see King of the Monsters so that we can get more Godzilla Kino. Because Toho, if this movie does bad, they'll be like, okay, well, we'll just take a break from Godzilla for 17 years or some shit. Connor, what did you think? Recommend this movie?
Yeah, I'd recommend it if you like Godzilla movies. If you like watching movies of monsters fighting for 2 hours, I would recommend it. If you want like a deep or well thought out story, not necessarily, but it's more or less a pretty good movie. If you like, I enjoyed it because I enjoy Godzilla movies. They're fun little romps, so I enjoyed it. Plus the Blue Oyster Cult Godzilla cover at the end was pretty cool.
Yeah, that shit was rad.
But yeah, definitely the best movie in the MonsterVerse so far. But yeah, I would recommend. Go for it. Wish I had more to say.
Bye.